Hey Brickheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and this is my Lego room. Let's check it out. All right, guys, stream's going to start in a few seconds, so let's get those conversations rolling, participate in chat, and let's have a great time. Let's get building.
Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. Super excited about today's activity. We are going to be parting out. Excuse me, I just sneezed. I don't know if you heard that, but we are going to be parting out Thieves of Tortuga. Now, for the most part, I already have all of the parts. So super excited about that. Just gonna resituate a couple things, and then we're gonna get right into it. So I need to grab a bin. All right, I'm gonna use this bin. So I apologize, guys, for being slightly ill prepared. And then a few of the the aspects of the build I may, like some of the parts I may not have, but I may have in a different form, meaning different color, or I've decided to do a 1x4 versus a couple 1x2s, or for that matter, the reverse. I may not have the 1x4s, but I have two 1x2s. So we're going to be rocking that out. So I'm going to be looking off to this side quite a bit because I do have the instructions over. What was that? That was weird. Sorry, I have the instructions on my screen over here, and I'm going to be working on or building off those. So pretty excited about today's events, I must say. I'm going to dump actually these parts into here. And then go there. So switch out that man. Make it a little bit easier to get at as far as bringing up the parts. I do have these parts over here. It is starting to get a little warm, so I'll turn on the fan. But I hope you guys are doing well. So how did I get these parts? Okay. So first things first, what I did was I like to go to Bricklink, and I'll show you kind of my screen here. So here we go. So how do you part out a retired set, or how do you part out a set that it is very hard to find, or what have you? So what I typically do is I will, let me see if I can adjust the display. Excuse me. Okay, so here we are. I go to Bricklink, and I will type in the set, whether it's the set ID number, the set name, all of that kind of fun stuff, and it's 910053. And it pops up right here. Okay, so you can click on Thieves of Tortuga. As you see here, it says 3,942 pieces, 13 minifigures. Now, for the most part, I don't have any of the minifigures, so that's kind of a given. But down here, it'll say part out. Okay, and so I just click that, and then I will click on everything that pertains to what I want to collect. So I'm not going to deal with the minifigures. I don't want the book, and I don't want the gear. So it's just the set. And then down here, it includes the following items, and then I will click off the 13 minifigures and then the one gear. The one gear for this particular set is the instruction card on for how to get the instructions, and then I don't have the 13 minifigures. So then I will add to wanted list, create a new wanted list, and I will put it as Tortuga. Okay. Which I spelled incorrectly. Spell check. English. It's stupid how it has you do that now. Okay, so it clearly, whatever. All right, so submit for editing. Okay, and then here it goes through all of the parts so that you can start collecting all of these. Now, this, you still have to scroll all the way down because it is asking essentially for all these parts for the approval. And I just scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can use the sidebar and for fast processing. Okay, and then I will remove the sticker because I don't need the sticker sheet. Okay, and then there's a couple other things I might take out, like this banana. parts that I know I don't care that I have, like this 1x1 round tile with the gold emblem on it. I really don't care if that's in there or not. But I will basically go through these and try to find parts that I don't necessarily need. For this, I've already done all of this. So this is just kind of to show you what I do. And then down here at the bottom, it says add to wanted list. So I click that, and then it says part out successful. And then it says part out more items or view Tortuga. So I'm going to view Tortuga, and it didn't take out the sticker sheet, so I'm going to delete that. Yes, delete. And then essentially, I'm going to look for all of these parts. Now, depending on what you want to do, how you want to do it, all that kind of fun stuff, you can actually scroll down and change the sort by. So you can change the sort by item number, condition, color, item name, color, item number, max price, wanted quantity, have quantity, newest, remarks. So, like I started going in order of just whatever they have, right? But with my new organizational system, that doesn't work all that great. So, because like you might need 10 parts, all 10 are the same part but different colors. So, in my situation, now that I've sorted everything by part and just put all of the colors in, I don't necessarily need to go in order anymore. So I'm going to go by, you can go by item number, and then that way it gives you all of the items or all of the pieces, and they're linked together, right? So now you have this 1x3x3 arch in tan, and then right next to it the dark tan. That way, when for me, I pull out that 1x3x3 arch, I can pull out, okay, well, I need, and it shows you the quantities over here. So I need 3 tan, and then I need 2 dark tan. Cool. And then that way I'm not going and searching for that part again. So that's essentially what I do to part out the item. Now, how do you get the instructions? Very simple and easy. So when it comes to a regular Lego set, you can actually go onto lego.com, pull up that set, and then you scroll down and it'll actually showcase the instructions and how to build it once the set has been released. It doesn't do that for future sets. In this case, what I do is I go up to Bricklink, I go into current series, because this set is during the current series, and then it shows you series 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I'll go to past series because I know it's in series 5, and then here's series 5, and then I can click here to get the building instructions. So that's essentially what I've done. And if I pull it over to the side, then now I have it up and ready to go, and I can build this out. So I put this on the other screen, but you can do that for any set. As you can see, it has all of the building instructions for any of these sets. You just have to have the parts, right? So now what I will do is I will go back to the Bricklink. Oh, wait. Oh, I will go back to the parts, and then I'll make sure I have everything. And then once I have everything, I put it into a bin, and then I start building. Now, some people won't do it like this. Some people will actually go to the instructions and pull the parts off of the back of the instruction book, which if I pull this over here, you can actually scroll down to the bottom, and you can see that there is the... Did it freeze on me? There we go. You can see that it showcases all of the parts. Now, this is in color order, so that's where it could be rather difficult because, a 1x2 brick here may not show up like together because you need a 1x2 brick in another color. Okay. So that is one of the downfalls of that. Like here, we have 1x3 1x3 brick here, but then you scroll back up and you also need a 1x3 brick. And where did I see it? this nougat color. So with Bricklink, that showcases them together, right? Okay, the other thing that people like to do is when they have a collection like mine, where it's all pretty much organized, they will just instead of taking the time to pull out and find all the parts first, what they will do is they will just say, okay, for we'll start on bag one, part one, and then we'll just go grab those pieces as we need them. So those are the different strategies as far as parting out different sets and all of that. My preferred preference is to go to create a wanted list. The reason also why is because for the parts that I don't have, it has the option to click buy, and then it'll actually connect you, like it'll put together all of the, like it'll do its AI algorithm and actually show you a seller or the top sellers that have the most parts that you need. Now, that doesn't mean that the particular seller has every single part that you need in that color. You may have to do multiple orders from multiple sellers because one seller might only have 5 of these leaves and you need 15, so it'll select, like it'll go down the list. So here's kind of what it shows. So I need 656 lots. This particular seller has 648 lots. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean they have everything I need, but nevertheless. So you can actually select, and it'll show you what they have and how much it would cost. So if I bought all 648 lots in the quantity that they have that I necessarily need, it would cost me for this store $1,317.84. I am not going to pay that. Nope. Okay. But if you wanted to, you could click confirm selection and create a cart. Okay. Then you can go to the next one because this next one has 643 parts. Select it and see. Now it shows you the 1317. So we'll say 1318 because it's 1370, 1784. And let's see. So about 10 less lots. And let's see what it would cost us. $1,235.25. So a little bit less. But they also have 10 lots that the other seller did. And then you just go down the list. So this or not 5 lots, sorry. And then this one has 642 lots. So let's just out of giggles see what they have. So this is $1,119. So again, a little bit cheaper. Okay, and you just have to go through. This has 639 lots. 11 this has 27. Yeah, no. Nope. This has 621 lots. And they're only going to charge you $800 for those lots. Now, it doesn't. Now, if you do that, say confirm selected, now you're still missing those other parts. So let's see, 41 lots. Let's go here and see what they say. So this has 135.75. So that's good. So now we're at like 800 parts or $800. We're still low on our number of parts. So it's still giving us that option. And then this is only 9. And then it looks like we're still missing that one part. Looks like it's kind of random. Yeah, it looks like they just don't have enough of those. And then congratulations, you found all your wanted items. Now this showcases and it'll show. So if I wanted to part out this set with these particular sellers, then to get all of the parts that I need, it would cost me $943 roughly. Okay. Which I mean, for a Bricklink designer program set, to be honest, not too bad, but that's still crazy prices when you could have purchased it for $400 the day of. Okay. So I'm going to remove all these because I don't need all those parts. Okay, and I don't want the sellers seeing that there's an order on hold or potential order, and all of that kind of fun stuff. So that's what I like to do. Okay, so now we have all the parts, and I'm going to switch the view screen, and we are going to start building this out. Now, again, some of the parts I may have to go grab because I didn't pull them out. But essentially, why isn't my screen? There we go. So as you can see, I have all the parts as well as all of these parts. Okay. And we are going to essentially start building. Now, just as an FYI, some of these parts I overbought because I knew I was going to need those parts for other things, other sets, all that kind of fun stuff. So there are going to be extra parts left over. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to go through, and I honestly don't know if it's a copyright thing for me to show instructions on screen. So I'm not going to show them. Uh I mean, they are free instructions. So I don't know. I don't want to chance it. Or should I? Should I look it up? Let me look it up. Can you show free instructions on live streams and in video YouTube videos? Uh, it doesn't tell me. It just tells me, like, when I search that, it goes over how to live stream. Well, I'm clearly already live streaming. Let's see. Can you show Lego instructions on live streams? Okay, there we go. Check the copyright status of the Lego instructions you want to use. Review the terms and service of the live stream platform. Consider creating, engage with your audience if using instructions. Provide commentary or personal insights to add value. Always credit Lego as the source of the materials if permissible. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily tell me I can or can't. Okay, so I'm not going to, because I don't want to have issues. I already have enough issues. All right, so let's get to it. All right. Um. Okay, so I already I don't think I did a lot of the light blue because I knew I was going to take it off. All right, so I'm going to skip a lot of the instructions just to see what I can do to get there. All right. So, hope you guys are doing well. Like some of these, I'm like feeling like, well, where did I? I'm not even seeing. Let me put this to the side. All right, if I have to go pull part because I didn't realize I messed up. All right, let me just go pull some parts real quick. Oh, so those are that. Oh, those were those. Okay, so let's start building this. All right, I know I'm gonna need those. All right, so we're gonna do that. And then I already didn't see the bigger ones, so let me grab that. So let's see, 2, 4, 6. Is that one of these? Pull this out so I don't showcase this fucking idiot. See, like, they separated these parts. So, sorry, little rant. If you are a Bricklink designer or if you are a Bricklink seller, don't do this. Don't throw everything into one. I ordered both new and used parts. And I ordered like 50 different lots for this particular seller, and this is how they came. They didn't separate, they didn't divide. So I mean, what's the point in showcasing that they're new or used if you're just going to throw them in there? So I can't tell. And now it's hard for me to count everything. So I just have to trust that they gave me their parts, which I mean, I trusted them to separate these and they didn't. So they probably didn't. And that is another reason I left a negative review. Okay. All right. So I need 2, 4, 6, 6 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2. So this. 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16. Okay, so that is that. All right. Okay, and so if you notice, the reason why I'm doing it like this, yes, the instructions actually have bottom plates to connect all these, but I'm not going to use the blue um, because I'm going to put this on my own base plate. I just need to figure out how they're building everything out. So that is why I'm doing it this way. So I may not need those. Wait, hold on. Because I'm hoping once we stack up, then they'll all be put together and I don't need those blue pieces. No. And I know, like, I could have just, bought those pieces and added them in, uh, and then taken them out later. But, like, that's the thing. I didn't want to sit there and buy pieces that I knew I wasn't going to use. So that's why I didn't do it that way. And normally I wouldn't do it like this, but like I said, this person, this seller did this, so I don't really have another choice. And yes, I did put these together. Oh, and yes, I know I did put the bin like this, but I know my pieces, and it would have been easier to if these were in different pouches, and that's why. But if I didn't do that with a project, like if I wasn't planning on building that and I just needed those parts, I would be spending hours resorting those. Which again, not cool. Let me see something. Oh. Hmm. All right. Oh, I still need that. Okay. All right. I need 2, 4, 6, 8. A 2x8. All right. I'll put that there. Oh, Alright, then I need a 4x6. I believe I saw in here. Make sure all of this can be seen. I won't need those actually. Oh, that's not even the right size. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Okay. So Just out of curiosity, so those get tucked under, right? Yeah, so those center ones don't even get seen. Ah. All right, so I am going to take one of those and replace it. All right, so if you're just joining us, we are building Thieves of Tortuga from the Bricklink Designer Program series, set number 910053. It has almost 4,000 pieces to it, and I've parted them all out. So I've either pulled from my parts, and then I have ordered from Bricklink. And essentially, other than time, at this point, it's cost me about $100. However, mind you, I had a lot of the parts, and whatever parts I didn't have, I either purchased or I swapped out for other parts. Like for example, here, this should be a what is it? A 1x4, or sorry, a 2x16 dark tan. I didn't have enough dark tans, and since it's not even going to be seen, I changed it to something I have plenty of, which is a light bluish gray. Same with this olive green and this olive green. So you can kind of get away with certain things. If you truly need to save money, save time, energy, effort, all that kind of fun stuff. So Okay, so so that is what we're currently working on. If you are just joining us, we are putting together the Bricklink Designer Program, Thieves of Tortuga, out of my own parts. So I've parted them out. Oh. And it's cost me about $100. However, I am a rarity. I do have a lot of parts in my collection, but that is one of the best reasons to have those parts, because you can buy bulk and it'd be pennies on the dollar. And it's going to save you a ton of money. Even though you purchase the bulk, you might purchase, a bulk bin for $100 and it have, thousands of dollars in parts. And I'm not, just full transparency, I'm not using all of the parts, because like this is supposed to have a rim of blue, and I didn't do that because I'm gonna have actually put this on my ocean. And I'm gonna change up the ocean color a little bit. I think the light blue is just way too blue. But that's just my personal preference. And yet, like I said, yes, I know I'm doing it a little bit difficult because I didn't do the blue on the side, but it's panning out right now. It's going to start panning out at least. So again, guys, hope you guys are all doing well. I am having a great time doing this. I know, you know, searching for parts isn't always that fun or glamorous, but I actually do enjoy. That's good. I'm probably gonna need that at some point. Okay. See, as we go along, the outer ridges and everything will start to come together. Need to. And I also know that there's gonna probably be a situation where like I go and grab parts and then I realize I had them in here, I just couldn't find them. So let's see, 2x4 and 10. And that's the great part is like right now I need a 2x4 tan brick, which I don't have, but I do have two by two tan bricks. So like I easily switch that out and that saves me money. 12. I'm pretty confident I don't have, and I'm not sure what I blocked that out. Okay, so I need two 2x12s. So hold on, let's see what is supposed to be there. Oh. Oh, that's these are the wrong ones. That's why. I'm like, oh. Okay. Is that a Lego modular-esque building? Hey, Triple. Uh, yes. So this is the Bricklink Designer Program. Um, Thieves of Tortuga. So is it a modular-esque building? Yes. So, let me show you kind of what it, if you haven't seen the set. This is what it looks like. Okay. So in a sense that's modular. So like it pairs really well with the um like the Italian Riviera and like a you know it depends on how you want to use it, right? So it pairs really well with the Italian Riviera set. It pairs really well with the lighthouse set. It pairs really well with the old fishing store, those kind of sets. But like you could also like there's a lot of different things that you can do with this because like of course if you say did an amusement park, you could easily theme this to like the Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland. Because it's Tortuga. I mean, Tortuga is in Pirates of the Caribbean. Whether you're adapting it to make a ride or just, facade buildings out and around in, Louisiana Square, or something along those lines. Uh, and then, of course, it pairs well with islands and all that kind of fun stuff. So it really depends on how you want to use it and what you want to use it for. But I am pairing it with the Italian Riviera, the old fishing store, and kind of my beach area. Um, and going from there. So, and I've parted the set out. So I mean, I know Triple D, you know what I'm talking about here, where I'm actually like I parted out the set and found all the parts and then went from there. And it's cost me about $100. I think one order was like 175 and then the other order was like another 25, but I ordered a lot of extra parts and some of them were quite expensive, so that's why like I'm only saying it cost me about $100. Even so, like it if I wanted to say it cost me about $200, um it's that I'm still okay with that because if you look at it, Like, if I would have bought the set, it would have been $400 or $500 aftermarket. If I would have been able to buy the set during market, it would have cost me about 300, 350, something like that. So definitely worth it. I mean, at least I think so. Oh. And before I forget, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see what I have. Okay, I have those. Why doesn't this? It's there. What? Ah. All right, we are making quite a bit of progress. See, and like I said, this is what tends to happen is I know I grabbed these parts, but I'm not finding them, so I end up going into my collection, which is fine. But then I have all these leftover parts at the end that I end up having to sort. But that's okay. What? Oh. This is going to go there. Oh. All right, just found these. I pulled them off a minifigure, so I'm going to put them back. All right, I need a white rod, the head, and a 1x1, which I didn't see. I will look again. And again, it's one of those, I know I had them, but I'm not seeing them. And I know I had them because I'm pulling them out right easily from my collection. So why wouldn't I have? Is it? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, of course. Well, I think it does need to be through. All right. See, some of this I'm confused because, like I said, I know I pulled them out, but I'm not seeing them. And I'm gonna need probably 6 of those. And I'm not seeing them, which is very, very odd. But all right. Get over here. Hey, buddy. Brick click. Oh, hold on. Brick click snack. How's it going, my friend? Hey, buddy. How are you doing today? I am good. I am good. How about you? Thanks for coming in and joining us. I appreciate you. I am to catch you up on a couple things. I am currently building the Bricklink Designer Program's um, Thieves of Tortuga. Sorry, and I parted it out, so I didn't buy the set. I am just building it from my own parts. Um, which some of the parts I do have, as you can see, there's discoloration, meaning that I used, like, because we will never see this, and I have these, instead of buying these in tan, I used the black ones that I had, all that kind of fun stuff. So, and we are on like bag 4, currently, so, um, we're trekking right along. And I'm not satisfied. Yeah, that's weird. I'm doing well. Just have to work today. Then, when I'm home from work, I'll be celebrating my 1-year affiliate anniversary at 6:15 p.m. Congratulations! Congratulations! I after I'm done here, I've got to do a few things, and today is actually me and my wife's 19-year anniversary. So we are going to be taking the kids and going out to dinner. We're going to drive over to Anaheim, which oddly enough was not planned really at all. Uh it just ended up happening where it was near Disneyland. And the reason I say that is because on our honeymoon, my wife and I went to Disney World, and it just so happened that that was a fun kind of thing. We did Disney World for our 15/16 year anniversary. At our 15-year, it was like in COVID, and we weren't sure what was going to happen, so it ended up getting pushed back to our 16-year. Uh, but it was supposed to be for our 15-year. And thank you. For our 20-year, I think we're going to we're gearing up to get our passports right now. And for our 20-year, I think we're going to do Alaska. So we will be getting situated for that, which will be a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I've never been to Alaska. Always wanted to go. But anyway, congratulations on your affiliate anniversary. To be honest, I don't know when mine is. Uh because of keeping track of everything. Um it's a little hard. I know that my 1,000 or my basically the monetization anniversary for YouTube is in January. And it's been 5 years. Twitch monetization probably 3 or 4 years. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I because I was often on streaming, I didn't keep track of it all, unfortunately. And I don't know how to look it back up or look it up. Okay, so this is supposed to go. These loose pieces are driving me nuts. But yeah, congratulations, man. Oh. Are you building anything exciting? Like what's the overall plan? Let me see if I have 4, 6. Oh, sorry. Uh, so it's 8 by 16. Oh no. Nice. So 1 by 3. Huh? All right. Ah, here it is. All right, since I took one over there. All right, so we have that. Okay. Okay. So I have that. Okay. All right. So then the overall outlook is. I'm gonna put all of the big stuff here because getting into the little pieces and it's hard to find some of these. And I know some of these I'm not even gonna look at for a while because there you go, a little better. All right, a little better. Okay, that is a little surprising. How many 1x3s do I need? 3? Two, yeah, 3. Okay, I'm not saying it, so we will improvise. Not exact, but you know, it is what it is.